Hey guys, Jay here, WoodPigeon Outdoors. Great to see y'all again. This video isn't my typical videos. In this video, we're going to show you how to harvest deer sinew from leg bones. If you're not into that sort of stuff, check out one of my other videos. If you want to see how it's done, stay tuned. Deer, it's not a deer that I shot, but a fellow hunter and friend of ours. And he didn't want to let the skin or the rest of the legs go to waste, so he gave it to me because he knows I know how to process it and work it down into usable stuff. Anyways, I have a deer leg here. I want to harvest the sinew as well as the claws, and I want to keep the fur and keep these back. I think they're called dew claws. I want to keep those attached to the fur, so I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Alright, have a sharp knife. Do your incision in the front here. If you notice, I got a garbage bag. It's so I can keep everything clean. So right there, this little bit right here, that's sinew. That's the front tendon. There we go. And basically what you want to do is peel it down. This is why I like doing it outside. It does get messy. But you see right here, that is the sinew. So over the first knuckle, get your fingers in there. And the reason why I want to keep the skin for the legs is I want to attach it to the arrow quiver that I want to make later on. So because the dew claws here would make a nice little additive to it. You're going to need a lot of patience for this next bit. If you want, you could get the needle bones out of here. So when you pull back, you can see where you could slice, where the skin is still staying attached to everything. The fronts have scent glands, and you could really, when you're walking, that's how they leave their mark, their scent. Right here is a nice big chunk of sinew. Could use that for strapping arrowheads to the arrow shaft. So when you come down to the toes, right, you're going to want to cut it in a Y, so down one toe, then down the other. How come any other time I'm able to do this, but once the camera's on, I get nervous. I want to make sure I'm doing a good job, and I end up taking forever. Again, you want to use your fingers, get in there. So right there, that's the needle bone. So basically, you could keep that for an awl or any other little projects. There's the sinew right there. I think I'll grab that. There's like a little sheath on the sinew. You just want to do a quick little slice, and there you go. Right? Okay, so stay on topic. Okay, come on. Yeah, I'm just going to finish up, and then I'll get back to you. So here we go. Now what? I got the skin part off with the dew claws on it. Now what we're going to want to do is get right up in here and do some fine detail work on this. But before we do that, just to show you, grab the sinew. Right, there's a sack here. Right, just cut that, and there we go. Grab the sinew. Now, if you're careful, most people just kind of go from the joint to the joint and cut. But if you do the skinning like this, you got about 2 to 3 more inches of sinew back here and the back of the leg bone. Right, so I'm going to harvest that. I also want to keep the bone, maybe keep it for a knife handle or something like that later on. Alright. Now you're going to need a lot of patience for stuff like this. Some people have patience and will sit there and dissect the whole thing. I don't have the patience for it. So basically what I'll do is do 2 legs, so I could get a couple of those to put on the quiver, right? And then go from there. But yeah, I'm just going to basically keep the bones, keep it for like a knife handle. You can see me right there. And yeah, so fun times. There you go. You could also keep these, the hoof part, and make, oh, there you go, I'll do it like this, get you in the frame. You could keep these hoof parts. What you do is you boil or get some warm water, you stick it in, and then you just pop them off. I can't do it right now, but yeah, you just boil the water and then pull them off, and you drill a hole, and that makes a nice decorative piece. Shine them up a little bit. So like I said, guys, I get impatient, and especially trying to film everything and make everything in camera view, it gets rather annoying. So I tend to lose a lot of patience and just kind of not want to film. So now for the bones, you could always bury them and then come back like a year later, 6 months later, whatever, and everything's all the meat and stuff's all eaten out and dried away and all that. The bugs, nature kind of helps with that. Just got to remember where you bury it. What am I cutting? There we go. So there you go. Got a nice, except for some of the hair on top, you got a nice clean bone. I still got some sinew left in here, as you see, just like that. And also with the leg bone, you can make a flute out of it. So that's interesting. But I'm gonna boil up some water and get that. I wanna finish this off. And what's cool about the leg skin is you don't really have to flesh it. And the thing is, you gotta take your time, like I was saying, with your cuts. Make sure you don't cut through the skin. If I would have been smart, I would have been using my skinning knife, but I can't find it somewhere. This is just an old camping fillet knife I got at the thrift shop. Last bit off. Alright, so took the two bones out. Bones are out, and now you got your piece. Alright guys, now you just go and tack this down onto a board, let it dry. Now it should be good to go. Well, I'm gonna finish the other legs on how to remove these, but it's pretty simple. If I don't do the video, I'll explain it real quick. What you want to do is heat up some water, put them in, pull, and they should pop right off. Alright guys, anyways, until next time, stay safe out there. Cheers.